Good morning, my name is Chris Ogle and this is week 15 of my regular weekly news updates for Link4Growth, and today is the 27th of April. Well, what a fantastic and exciting week, and I know they say this every week, but this week has been one of those absolutely exceptional weeks. There's been some kind of increased level of momentum, and it's just gone amazing this week. So let me just give you a real quick roundup of what's happened, and then I'm going to cover the developments that we've got going on, and then finally we can talk about some of the things that are happening in the current week. But there's a lot to get through here, so I'm going to rush. I'm going to rattle through it. The events last week that I personally attended were Monday. I went to the Peterborough Expo. Now this was the first exhibition that Link4Growth has run, and the idea behind it was not to run another business exhibition, but to create something that was a bit different, a bit more community focused, a bit more friendly, where everyone knew everyone else. And I think the overall impression was that we actually delivered right on the nail. The exhibitors all knew each other, which made for a much more different kind of vibe to what I've been used to at exhibitions, where you just have a sea of banners and no one really talks to each other. So this was a completely different vibe, and most of the people there are Link4Growth through and through, and basically it was a great opportunity for those people to go and find out what other people in the community actually did, because we don't talk about it a lot at the events we run, at the coffees. So a chance to go and mingle and to get to know exactly what everyone did was just fantastic. Everybody did something on the day in terms of business, and the mayor attended, and if nothing else, we've now got a connection with 50 plus councillors through the mayor who's recognised the good work that's been going on. Fantastic event, and congratulations to the team up there, Anne-Marie Gilbert from Graphics Biz, Ben Hemp from File Genie, Sarah Hemp for putting the website together, and of course Nikki for pulling it all together. And it all happened, I think, 55 days after the decision to do something like this was done. The expo was delivered. For many of those people, it was the first time they'd ever arranged such a thing. So what a tremendous performance, and congratulations to all of them. And I think as a result of that, the renewed energy in excuse me, the energy in the Link4Growth, and the we can attitude, and everyone pulling together to help us drive this thing forward now has sort of come to the fore. So absolutely amazing. Now after that on Monday, I was back actually for a coffee in Potter's Bar. That's the second one that we'd run in the Potter's Bar Regis building, so that was fantastic, and some new people there, and good to start sort of cementing in now our relationship with Regis, and new things will be developing there. Islington Coffee was on the same day. I didn't manage to get to that one because I was at Potter's Bar. In the evening I drove back to Peterborough for the drinks, which was good. We had lots of the people who had exhibited at the exhibition there, and it was good to hear their feedback, and I think the thing I was hearing most was let's make the next one bigger and better. When is the next one? So plans now afoot to start driving that forward, which is amazing. On Wednesday I drove over to Great Dunmow. That's the event in the Saracen's Head there, and some good interesting new people there, and that was the first time I've been over there for a few months, so it's good to get back there and chat with Dave Bunting and Gavin and a few of the others, Stephen and a few others there. That Dunmow's an interesting little town, because it's kind of, you wouldn't go there unless you kind of lived there, where you had business there. So it's a community which is unusual in the southeast, and it's kind of ready for something like Link4Growth. So I've got some high hopes for the guys over there. So watch out for Great Dunmow. I think that's going to turn into something a little bit special. And then in the evening, up to Hitchin Drinks. Now, our usual venue in Hitchin was is down for refurbishment. The kitchen's been refurbished, so we moved to another place, the Hermitage. And actually, what a real good vibe over there. So it might be that we'll stay there for a little while. And everyone said they really enjoyed it there. And a really good venue, lovely restaurant there as well. So I might actually end up going over there for something to eat at some point. So that was good. And there we had I had a conversation afterwards with a couple of young lads, and I'll talk about that in a bit later. But another venue perhaps coming up. Thursday was Swiss Cottage, that's in central London, and Deepa had a great event there. Again, unfortunately I wasn't able to get to that one, but I think in May I'm going to get down to Swiss Cottage and have a look and see the peeps down there. So that was good. And Friday I was over in Barnet. That's Diane's area in South East Hearts, a great event again, real good vibe there. That's starting to come alive, that group. So if you do live in the Barnet area and you fancy meeting up with some other local people with community focus, then please do get over there. I had a fantastic conversation with one chap, and there's going to be some collaboration there, so watch that space. The Peterborough lot ended up going to another event, a coffee event. It wasn't Link4Growth, but it was interesting because it had a lot of the Peterborough Council representatives there, including the Mayor and including the MP for Peterborough. So they were mingling with the great and the good of Peterborough on Friday. And then Paul Violet went over to an event in Braintree, which is an evening event that's run every 2 weeks that we're looking to turn into a Link4Growth event, and that's been spearheaded again by Dave Bunting. So I will keep you informed on that. Soundbite was done with Alison yesterday. I've got to put that up yet, but that was all about virtual assistants. So if you don't know what they do, what the hell they are, and whether you think you might need one or not, and if you do, what would they be able to do for you, then you might like to catch that video. It's I'll put it on the forum. Not yet, but I'm going to today, and also it will be posted up in the various blogs. So if you fancy finding out a bit more about virtual assistants, then please go and watch that video. Twitter hours last week, Southwest Hearts on Mondays between 7 and 8, and of course the Cambridgeshire one between 8 and 9. And Wednesday we have an open hangout, and I might actually do an open hangout this week on Wednesday, so if you fancy that, come along between 1 and 2. And on Friday the Cambridgeshire district do a hangout between 1 and 2. And if you want to know what a hangout is, you want to find out how to use them, then please talk to Nikki or Anne-Marie and get yourself on there and have a bit of fun, find out about technology. Okay, deep breath. What's happening in the what's happening and what's on the cards for the coming month? Well, Harlow's looks all set for a kick-off in May. Watch that space. It might be early June, it might be May. So Harlow's coming on stream. Chelmsford also, that's will be in May or possibly June. More people are now booking in for Farnham as we start to advertise that, and people are booking in. Midlands, 14th of May, Bedworth, that's in between Nuneaton and Coventry, that's now up and running. And I've had a new inquiry from Ashby de la Zouche up near Leicester, so if you know anybody in that neck of woods, please let me know, because we can start to pull those into the events up there. Spalding, as a result of the expo, it looks like we've got a Spalding event beginning. That's just over the border in Lincolnshire, but it's not that many miles from Peterborough, so Nikki's going to be helping that happen. Venue's been found, but just a launch announcement soon to be made. Really good to see the Mayor of Peterborough, and we've been introduced to the next Mayor, who takes over from the 21st of May onwards. So some really exciting connections being made there, which will allow us to spread the good news about the community aspects of Link4Growth up in Peterborough. From Wednesday's Hitchin Drinks, looks like I've been speaking with Anthony and Paul of iOS Limited, and we look like we might have a Welling or Welling Garden City event happening soon in the East and Central Hearts district, so I will keep you informed on that. Watch that space. Both London and South East Hearts look like they want to announce an L4G Expo shortly in this neck of the woods down in the southeast. So they better get their skates on, because Peterborough are already planning their next one. So a big push, if you like, for Diane and Deepa to get theirs organised. Workshops for skills training, that's the foundation engagement program. The district leaders are currently busy working out which workshops they're going to be running in May and June. So if you have got a gap in LinkedIn, how to network effectively, Google Plus, Facebook, even Pinterest, any of or LinkedIn, please tell the district leader about the training that you want, and they will make sure that we put on the right types of workshops for your district. So please do engage with them and let them know. District leaders, please watch out for people, and if you spot something, just recommend that they come on one of those, because it's all about making sure that we can all participate effectively, and the better we can do that, the more we engage, the more happens. So it's up to us to make sure we've got the skills. The other massive news for the week is that we've appointed a new forum manager. Big welcome to Ruth Raymer from Manningtree, that's in North Essex, and she's accepted the mantle, if you like, as running the forums and making sure that we make the most of what is a very important area, because everybody that's in Link4Growth on that community is somebody that's been to an event, is someone we know, they're people that are real, and those people all share the common values of Link4Growth: giving and supportive, and nurturing, people and relationships focused, not money focused. Now, if you're talking to people, or you found something and somebody needs a referral, wouldn't it be better to give that business or pass that referral to somebody that you know shares the common values? And that really is the strength of the online community forum, that you can do that. We just haven't been making the most of it because we're all busy. But fortunately, Ruth has taken up this mantle. She's over 10 years of experience in running community forums, or running forums of one description and another. And consequently, she really gets the power of these community forums and why they're so important, and that is just exactly what we need. So a massive welcome to you, Ruth, and really looking forward. She's only been involved for a day, for heaven's sake, and those communities have really been set alight, so it's already happening and fantastic. Get on there if you're not on there. 1,600 people on there now. That should be buzzing. I know it's going to go to 8,000 by the end of the year. That's the target. So get on there, start participating. We're reorganising the groups. You can set yourself a blog up on there. We're going to be putting articles up there as well soon, so fantastic. What else? Well, just when you thought there couldn't be any more good news, we've got a new website coming. I was talking to Aidan Nichols this week, and basically the website is not particularly mobile friendly. We're all doing a lot more on our mobile smartphones and on our tablets these days, so it needs to be able to operate very effectively on those platforms. So Aidan said there's a few issues with the back end, and he said, to be honest, Chris, it needs to be redone. So I've now 3 days ago, we've done it. It's up there. I've posted a post on the district leaders forum. Please, district leaders, take a look at the website. Please comment. Aidan's got access to that area. He needs to know what we need to do to make it live. Let's make sure that at the end of next week that's live, up and running and working for us. We're still building things with new relationships with Enterprise Rockers. That's developing. Regis, as I mentioned last week. Job Centre Plus, those two initiatives. But really, I met with a guy on Friday at Barnet, John Collier of Trading Times. He's got an initiative for helping people over 50 and people who are getting back into work, who can't work full time or need flexible working, to be able to work over 16 hours a week, and maybe do more than one type of work, so they can sort of divide the roles up into 2 or 3 different things that they want to be participating in. He wants to get people back into work. The job centres do. We do as people already in the community. It's good for the country. So fantastic, and there's a lot of synergy there between Link4Growth and what he's doing with Trading Times. So watch this space. That's going to explode soon. Don't forget the sound bites. If you've got something really interesting and you want to get it out to a wider audience, please send me a note. That, anybody that's a Link4Growth subscriber can participate. But your message is an important one. You can get it out to a wider audience, but you just need to tell me you want to do it. It's not a big thing. I know Alison was a bit scared last week about doing this soundbite. They're really easy, you know, it's not a difficult thing. It's like having a telephone conversation or a chat in a pub. It's nothing too difficult or onerous, and you know, you can get out there and meet a lot more people and use those videos that come out of that in your own marketing or whatever. It's a really good thing to be able to do. Next week's events, well, on Wednesday there's the child friendly in Bournemouth coffee. That's a launch in South East Herts. If you can get to that, do so. Waltham Abbey is up and running, big time with Paul Violet there. They've already got well over 25 people booked in for that. So if you want a really buzzy meeting and you want to go along and see how it's done, go to Waltham Abbey. Peterborough is also happening on Wednesday. Again, there's a fantastic event up there in Peterborough. They always do a great coffee. It's very well attended. There's a workshop on Wednesday as well. That's Connect with Intent. That's with Deepa, Twitter, Hootsuite and all that stuff. So if you're in the South East and you need to brush up on those skills, please get on to that. Thursday we've got Crouch End. That's a child friendly event again at Ely up north of Cambridge. So if you're in that neck of the woods, please do get along to Ely. That group's growing nicely. And on Friday we've got the business luncheon in Watford. So if you're down in this neck of the woods and you fancy having lunch with me, come down and join us. That'll be fantastic. Sound bites this week is going to be Steph Taylor, if I can nail her down, or from a bike ride. She's got a new bike, doing a Land's End John O'Groats bike ride for charity, Macmillan. If you do sponsor her, by the way, and I'm going to try and get her on to do a little bit of an intro into what she's up to and why she's doing it, etc, etc. So watch out for that. And hopefully we'll have a special on the L4G Expo. So now we've had a week and we've let the dust settle. Let's go back and have a look at the highlights and how you can find out more about how you perhaps could put one on in your area. That's it. It's been a massive week. I'm Chris Ogle, and whoa, it's been just huge this week, and it feels like we've just lit the touch paper and it's about to explode. So catch me next week, and thanks for watching this. Sorry it's been long, sorry it's been quick, but it's happening. I'll catch you later. So thanks now for watching, and see you next week. Bye now.